Hi everyone, this is Anupama Hari. Today we are going to deal with the poem The Village Blacksmith written by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. He was an American poet and educator who was born on 1807. His famous works include Paul Revere's Ride, The Song of Hiawatha, and Evangeline. He was also the first American to translate Dante's The Divine Comedy. He died in 1882. Longfellow wrote predominantly lyric poems known for their musical quality. The poem The Village Blacksmith portrays the life and work of a common man who provides an example of persistence and accomplishment. By focusing on the life of a village blacksmith, Longfellow celebrates the values of hard work, family, and community. So in this class, we are going to deal with the first two stanzas of this poem. So let's read the first stanza of the poem. Under a spreading chestnut tree, the village smithy stands. The smith, a mighty man is he, with large and sinewy hands, and the muscles of his brawny arms are strong as iron bands. In the first paragraph, the poet says that the village blacksmith's workshop stands under a spreading chestnut tree. So, in the village, there is a large chestnut tree under which the village blacksmith's workshop stands. Smithy here means the blacksmith's workshop. So, this blacksmith's workshop stands under a large chestnut tree. The smith, a mighty man is he. The word mighty means powerful. So, the poet says that the village blacksmith is a powerful man with large and sinewy hands. Sinewy means with strong muscles. So this blacksmith has strong muscles. Okay. So the poet says that the village blacksmith is a powerful man with large and sinewy hands. And the muscles of his brawny arms, brawny means muscular. Okay, so the muscles of his brawny arms are as strong as iron bands. So his muscles or the strength of this blacksmith's muscles is compared to that of iron bands. So he is of very strength. He is a very strong man. His strength is compared to that of iron bands. Okay. So, in the first paragraph, the poet describes the blacksmith's physique. The poet describes his appearance and how muscular his arms appear to be. So, his powerful arms and muscles are the product of his hard work as a blacksmith, and this hard work helped to shape his physique in this way. So, the first paragraph overall tells his appearance, the appearance of this village blacksmith. Now we will move on to the next paragraph. So let me read that. His hair is crisp and black and long. His face is like the tan. His brow is wet with honest sweat. He earns whatever he can and looks the whole world in the face, for he owes not any man. In the second paragraph, the poet goes on to describe that the village blacksmith's hair is crisp and black and long. Crisp means rough. So because he spends his daytime under the sun doing his hard work, his hair became very rough. So the village blacksmith's hair is crisp and black and long. His face is like the tan because he spends his whole daytime working under the sun. His face turned yellowish brown. Tan means a yellowish brown color. So the village blacksmith's face is all tanned because of his hard work during the daytime under the sun. And his eyebrow is wet with honest sweat. The word honest shows his hard work and effort. So the poet says that this blacksmith is an honest man who makes his living in honesty, not by any cheating. So the word honest is referred here to show his honesty and effort. So the poet describes that this blacksmith's eyebrow is very wet due to this honest sweat. He earns whatever he can and looks the whole world in the face, for he owes not any man. So he is earning his money. He is earning money for his livelihood with his hard work, right? He is not depending on anyone for money. He is working hard and he earns his money with his capability and capacities. And he looks the whole world in the face. The blacksmith doesn't want to bow his head in front of anyone. He works hard and he earns the money he needs to live. So he doesn't want to bow his head in front of anyone, and he looks the whole world in the face, for he owes not any man. Owe means to be under obligation. That means if we borrow money from someone, we have to repay it, right? So he is not under any such obligation because he earns what he needs and he is not under any obligation. He is not under any obligation to pay or repay to someone. Okay. So being an honest man who makes his living in honesty, he is very proud and dignified. So this poem shows the hard work and persistence of a common village blacksmith. So the meanings of difficult words are provided here. Please do check on it. And let's now look at some poetic devices that the poet used in this poem. So the first one is simile. Simile is a figure of speech comparing two unlike things using the words like or as. So in this poem also we can see a comparison. That means that the poet compares two unlike things using the words like or as. So the first example is, and the muscles of his brawny arms are as strong as iron bands. So we can see this line in the first paragraph of the poem. So here the poet compared the strength of his muscles to iron bands using the word as. Okay, so this is an example for simile. And the next example is, his face is like the tan. Tan is a yellowish brown color. So the color of his face, the color of village blacksmith's face is compared to that of a color like tanned color. Okay, so here also we can see a comparison between two unlike things using the words like or as. Okay, so I hope it is clear. So the next poetic device is alliteration. Alliteration is the occurrence of similar sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. So in the first paragraph, in the second and third line, we can see the example of alliteration in the words smithy stands and mighty man. So these are adjacently placed words, right? These are closely connected or adjacent words. In these both words, the first letter produces the same sound, like mighty man, m, and smithy stands, s. So the same sound is occurred at the beginning of two adjacent or closely placed words. So this is an example of alliteration. So I hope the two poetic devices are clear. So this is all about today's class. I hope everything is clear. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good day.